So this has replaced the RG28XX as my favorite vertical handheld. This thing is pretty cool for playing shmups. The way they have set this up is very intelligent and smart. And we're going to take a look at this and do a review today of this Anbernic RG28XX, which is a fabulous device, deadheads. So let's get started. You guys ready? Let's go. Hey deadheads, welcome back to our channel. Or welcome for the first time, new deadheads. Are you guys ready? So this is going to be a bit of a quicker review. I normally spend more time, but I wanted to go ahead and post this because this is a great handheld. The Anbernic RG28XX. It has a lot of the same internals we're already familiar with. It's using the same CPU as its big brother, the 35XXH. It's just in a different shell, missing a few things. It's a great device. The Miyoo A30 is a flawed device that maybe in the future could catch up and give it a little competition. But for now, no guys, if you're looking for the horizontal 2.8-inch handheld, this is the one to get. Now, with that being said, there is some more competition coming. We're going to look at the Magic Mini UI Mini, and that could bring some more competition. But for now, guys, yeah, get this. So let's start and let's get on with this review. So this device is competing with the Miyoo A30 and the upcoming MinUI. So before both of these devices released, the biggest criticism was the no stick here. And people wondered, you know, the 35H had 2 sticks, maybe this should have 1. But let's take a look at this, and we have a device that is very comfortable to hold, a device that looks very good. You can see that the buttons, and I did get this black colorway, are nice and shiny, and they have a good depth to them and a good travel distance. See if you can hear the clickiness. So I found that to be very favorable. I really liked and enjoyed the buttons here and how they played. I like the design here that kind of tapers off on the grill right here. Another plus over the Miyoo is that this has the dual slots, very smart. I think that's awesome that they put the dual slots in here. You have your start and select button on this, and then you have your D-pad. And the D-pad is the typical Anbernic D-pad. It's really good. It has a nice travel distance. It feels really good. It controls well. And you can tell that Anbernic has gotten better and better over time with their experience of putting together these handhelds. I know they pump a lot of these out, but look, man, they're getting better with these each time they come out. On the side here, you do have your volume rocker. And then you have what I think is probably one of the coolest parts of this whole handheld. I love the shoulder buttons. They're inline, they're not stacked, but I love that this is raised. I love the way that this is on the corner and it sits against it. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus. It is just really nice and it feels good. It has a nice click to it. It's got a nice angle to it. I just think these have become probably my favorite L and R buttons that I have used. So definitely props to Anbernic for that. Has a nice classic back. I got the transparent see-through black. And on the top we do have our mini HDMI. We have a reset button. I'm sorry, we have a menu button. We have our light indicator. We do have our DC OTG port. So yes, it is really awesome. I really enjoy this. This has become such a really good handheld. Basically, they took the best parts of RG35XXH, shrunk it down, took off the sticks, and here we go. So we have a great unit that plays well. It does a lot of things well, and we have software that it continues to get better and better. Although we don't have full-fledged Garlic OS on this, it is coming, and definitely we will continue to see other custom firmwares probably ported to this and supported on this. And if, man, Gamma with all his magic, maybe he could even get Android running on this thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There's also the upcoming Nulli, Knulli. So a lot of exciting things happening here. I know that Miyoo sort of won the battle previously with the 3.5-inch, but I was one of the weirdos, Deadheads, that actually preferred the RG28XX to the Miyoo Mini Plus. So again, I'm not so as much disappointed by the A30 as I am impressed by this. This is a very impressive handheld, very pocketable. It feels good. It's fun to play. It definitely has a CPU that's appropriate for all the games you can play on this, but there are some criticisms for it. So one of the things I wanted to just kind of show you guys and point out with it is that it has probably become my complete favorite Shmups or vertical handheld. So let's load up some vertical handheld and let me guys show you how they have done this, which I think is brilliant. So once you turn this vertically, I thought initially, you know, was this going to be awkward to play or hold? But these become your two buttons to shoot with. They do move the start and select up here. So you have your start and select is now here, which will be your coin to insert a coin and to start it, which I think is really fabulous. And so again, once you have this, then you have a really just interesting setup for playing as we do some DoDonPachi. Let's get some coins in there. You see the credits going up, and let's get going, guys, Deadheads. So I will talk about a few of the things that are not so great about this thing. Like anything, there's a few criticisms of it. This is such a fun game, guys. If you've never played Shmups or vertical handhelds, arcade games, this is one you definitely want to get into. But you can see that it just feels great and natural. Here, it's just so awesome. I got the two buttons set up. I'm holding it vertical. You get more screen real estate. The 2.8-inch screen is perfect. I don't need a whole lot more screen real estate because I can get this thing in my pocket and hide it and make it real super portable. Also playing vertical, it feels great. It's easy to hold like this. It's not hard. I don't feel like I need a grip or anything like that. A couple of things that I did not like about this is that this CPU can play some games that require an analog stick, and I did not find a way to get those working. So Deadheads, if you have any feedback on how to get that stuff working, like on Dreamcast, I couldn't get Sonic Adventure to work. It was a little bit of a challenge to get it to work. I also do not like that we don't have the charging port down here, so I can use it with my standard setup for docking. That was a bit of annoyance. And then I do also wish that we had maybe a transparent blue colorway like we have on the 556. I really love the plastic of the 556 and the look of it. And although I like this transparent black, I think the blue would have been a really nice touch. Those are some few criticisms of this thing. This thing has amazing battery life. It's just really, really good. It's got a really good CPU. I can't imagine, you know, putting a better CPU on this. You don't really need to when you're getting the cost per performance, your battery that you're saving. A higher power would just, you know, consume more power and give you access to things that would require analog sticks anyways, kind of making it moot. So really don't see much value in that. Deadheads, this is a buy. This is a definite buy. I would even go as far to say that this has replaced the 35XXH for me. I think I would rather have this because it is a little bit smaller. I can make it more portable. It fits in the pocket very easily. It's more transportable. And man, I am having fun playing a lot of arcade shmups that I never played back in the day. Anbernic, good job, great job. Keep it coming. Let's see what you're going to do next with the flip. But let's show you a little bit of Dreamcast and show you where I was having trouble. It will run and make Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 look beautiful, but no matter what, I just couldn't get the controls to work. As we load up some Sonic Adventure 2, we have the aspect ratio here with the bars, but this is a tiny screen. Let me adjust that aspect ratio. So again, now that I have this in the proper aspect ratio, it is so cool to see Dreamcast on this, guys. I know in my initial video I kind of featured showing some fighting games, but playing Sonic on this little tiny handheld is awesome. If only I could get the controls working, but just to show you guys, I think the game probably does require, but you can see there's no control here. Even if I try to, it's got good vibration too, but I can't get any controls to work. But man, how cool is this is playing Dreamcast on this tiny handheld. And again, if I do go into the controls and try to force left analog, and the controller will do the, let's do the arcade stick and see what happens. I didn't try that. Now searching for controller. So it didn't like that. Definitely doesn't want to do that. But yeah, it looks, at least I can show you guys how good this looks. It just looks really good on this chipset, the CPU. And it's a shame that this doesn't have the stick. That's the other criticism I have. Why couldn't they have thrown a stick on here? You know, Miyoo managed to do it. I don't think it would have been that big a deal. Maybe I'm wrong. You didn't need two sticks, just one. So we could get some N64 and Dreamcast love going. Alright guys, so again, Dead Fred recommends this. Go buy this. It's a great device. I'm nitpicking. There's not a whole lot wrong with this. It's a lot of fun. It's pocketable. It may be my favorite under $50 device currently. And even if the Pixel, which I love, and you guys know I love, was under 50, I think this might be replacing the Pixel. I'd love a metal version if anybody's listening. A metal shell would be nice, but yeah, this is a buy. This is a great one. Don't wait on the Miyoo to improve. Go ahead and grab this this handheld because it's just really good. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review of the RG28XX. Normally I do a little more in-depth testing, but you know, due to the fact that this has a CPU we're all used to and we know, and it's really just in a different form factor, there's not much more to test on it. We're missing the stick, so we can't play something like this. But other than that, this is a great unit. We'll see you next time, Deadheads. Dead Fred out.